Hello, this is math lesson 10-3 for Monday, December 14th, 2020. If at any point you want to pause the video to answer any questions you may have or your student may have, you may do so at any time. Let's begin.
You can use a 100 chart to add tens and ones. What numbers are shown on this part of the 100 chart? The numbers 1 through 30 are shown. How many numbers are in each row?
Select your answer.
Okay, the numbers that go from top to bottom is called a column, and the numbers that go from left to right, that's called a row. So how many numbers are in a row? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There are 10 numbers in each row. Find 4 plus 23. Start on the larger number, 23. 23 has 2 tens, so 23 is 2 rows down on this chart. Why is 23 2 rows below 3? 23 has 2 more tens than 3. Since each row has 10 numbers, you can move down 2 rows from 3 to get to 23. What do you do to add 4 to 23 on this chart? You move 1 column to the right for each 1 that you are adding. Add the ones. For every 1 you add, move right 1 column. 4 is 4 ones. Move right 4 columns. 23 plus 4 equals 27. So 4 plus 23 equals 27. Now you know how to use a 100 chart to add tens and ones. Great job!
Okay, you need to be in your math book, volume 2, and you need to be on page 555, 555. Okay, let's read the directions and figure out what we have to do on this page. The directions say, how can you use a 100 chart to find the sum of 8 plus 40? Show your work and tell how you found the sum. Okay, now our equation is 8 plus 40, which is right here. Now, I always tell every student, when you're doing an equation using your number grid, you need to start on the biggest number. And which number is the biggest number? 40 is the biggest number. So circle 40 because that's where you're going to start. Now, we need to take 8 hops. So here's 40. Now we can't move right anymore. So if you run out of room when you're going forward, because it's plus, you just drop down to the next row and go all the way back to the beginning. So let's start on 40 and take 8 hops. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is 8 plus 40? 8 plus 40 is 48. Now, that is a lot easier than starting on 8 and then taking 40 hops all the way to 48. Would you get the same answer? Yes, but it would take way longer. So always start on the biggest number and then take your hops. Okay, if you're good there, turn to the next page. If you look at the top, there's the guy from the video just showing you how to take hops on your number grid in order to solve an addition equation. Now remember, because it's addition, we have to go forward. Now if it was subtraction, we would go backwards. Okay, let's go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Let's read the directions to figure out what we have to do. It says use the part of the 100 chart to add. It did number 1 for you. 2 plus 12 equals blank. Now, what they did was they started on the biggest number. Which one's the bigger number, 2 or 12? And they found 12 was. So they started on 12. Now it's plus 2, so they took 2 hops. 1, 2. 2 hops forward, and they landed on 14. Okay, now you try number 2. 5 plus 40. Now remember, start on the biggest number. Okay, let's try number 2. So if we look at 5 and 40, which number is bigger, 5 or 40? And we know that 40 is the biggest number. Now, once again, we have to take more hops, but we don't have any more numbers if we go forward. So what we have to do is drop down to the next row and take the rest of our hops. Okay, so 5 hops, start at 40, ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what's 5 plus 40? It is 45. Okay, try number 3 on your own, and we'll go through here. We'll go through it here in a minute. Okay, 20 plus 13 or 13 plus 20. Okay, which one is the bigger number? Now both of these are pretty good sized numbers, but we know that 20 is bigger. So start on 20. This time we're going to take 13 hops forward. Okay, we don't have any more numbers in front of us, so we have to drop down to the next row. Okay, let's start our 13 hops. Remember, do not do not count the number you start on. It's just like the number line. Don't count the number you start on. Okay, 13 hops. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out of room, so go down to the bottom, all the way to the beginning. 11, 12, 13. So what is 13 plus 20? 33. Okay, going down to the next one. Number 4, 31 plus 10. Now, on a couple lessons before, we were adding 10 to numbers. So there are a couple different ways we can do this. You can take the 10 hops like normal, or you can do a shortcut. And I'll show you the shortcut. Okay, so if we start on 31, here's 31. Now, if you want to do it the long way, we can do 10 hops. Okay, so start on 31, take 10 hops. Forward, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we landed on 41. Now, here's the shortcut. Anytime you are adding 10, only 10, all you have to do, if it's plus 10, you will just go down a whole row. Down. And you get the same answer. Okay, so that's the shortcut. Only when you're adding 10. Now, if you're subtracting 10, you go up a row because you are taking away 10. So it'd be 21. But on this one, we're adding 10, so we go down a row, it's 41. Or you could take 10 hops, which will take a little bit longer, but you'll still get the right answer. Okay? And try number 5 on your own, 32 plus 6. And we will go through that in a moment. Okay, start on 32. And we have to take 6 hops forward. So start on 32, 6 hops, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 32 plus 6 equals 38. Okay, if you're good there, look at the next page, please. Now you need to do all these equations at the top. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You have to do these. Here's your number grid right next to it. You can use that one, or if you have one at home you can use, go ahead and use that. The bottom is optional. If you'd like to do number 18, you can. If you do not want to, it's okay. All right, but definitely do the top and use your number line, please. It makes it a lot easier. When you're done with that, if you want to do some extra problems, just to get a little extra practice, you can do problems on the next page, page 558. You can also do some problems on page 559 or 560. Remember, you don't have to do all the pages. Just pick a few problems on each page, just to give you a little extra practice. And when you're done with your workbook pages, please do the quick check on the Savas website, and then you are done for the day. Thank you very much.